India and the US, they are set to hold trade talks in New Delhi today.
India's chief negotiator and Special Commerce Secretary Rajesh Agrawal confirmed on Monday that U.S. chief negotiator Brendan Lynch is visiting India for the discussions. Both sides are in a positive frame of mind on trade issues. The talks mark a turnaround in bilateral ties after weeks of U.S. criticism, reviving hopes for progress on a free trade agreement that had been derailed by tariffs imposed by U.S. President Donald Trump over India's purchase of Russian oil.
Today's meeting could set the stage for the sixth round of trade talks, originally planned for August 25th in New Delhi, but postponed after President Trump imposed a 25% punitive tariff on India on the 7th of August, along with a 25% reciprocal tariff, among the steepest duties faced by any U.S. trading partner. An additional levy linked to India's purchase of Russian crude oil took effect on the 27th of last month.
Now, meanwhile, White House trade advisor Peter Navarro said he believes India is now ready to engage on trade. He also suggested that talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi could help resolve the differences.
Are they the worst? You call them the Maharaja of tariffs?
The Maharaja of tariffs. But, Joe, the Modi, Prime Minister Modi sent out a very conciliatory, nice, constructive tweet, whatever they do in India, and President Trump responded to that. We'll see that. This is how this works. But as a practical matter, we know that on the trade side, they have the highest tariffs of any major country. They have very high non-tariff barriers. We had to deal with that like we're dealing with every other country that does that. And by the way, there's this issue of India buying Russian oil, which he never did. You understand this?
It never did. I didn't realize that
before 2020.
And to give us more details, our correspondent Susan Terani sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
The U.S.'s Assistant Trade Representative for South and Central Asia, Brendan Lynch, arrived in India to kick off negotiations on a bilateral trade agreement aimed to seal an interim trade deal by October-November. Key sticking points include U.S. demand to open India's agricultural and dairy sectors, which is considered sensitive for India. The efforts follow heightened tensions after Washington imposed sweeping tariffs on Indian goods, citing India's Russian oil import. Meanwhile, both governments have signaled a political thaw with cordial public exchanges between President Trump and Prime Minister Modi. Susan Terani reporting from New York for WION World is One.